Hey boys and girls, it is Miss Cheryl with our outside counting video. So the great thing about counting and being outside is that you have an unlimited amount of things you can count. So if you've watched our other videos for this week, you know that we are practicing counting from 1 to 10. So what we're going to do is just travel around in my yard and we're going to find things to count. What you can do for your yard is count. If you have similar things to Miss Cheryl, you can count those items, or you can just count anything. That's the great thing about counting. You can count anything. You can count in your own yard. You can count toys that you might have, because I don't really have any toys in my yard. You might count maybe if you have a basketball hoop or basket, or or balls or hula hoops or anything, rocks, it doesn't matter, anything that you might have in your yard. So we're going to go around my yard, try to count some different things just to give you an idea of how to do it, what to do, and then we're going to wrap it up, and then you can do it in your own yard. The one thing about going in your own yard, stay in your yard. First of all, let a grown-up know that you're going in the yard. So then don't go out of your yard without a grown-up. So if you decide that you wanted to take a walk and maybe count things in your neighborhood, that would be great, but make sure you tell a grown-up so that a grown-up can go with you. All right, hang tight. We're going to start counting things in Miss Cheryl's yard. Okay, so where we are is at the bottom of Miss Cheryl's driveway. The great thing about Miss Cheryl's street is that they are doing construction on our street. So I thought I would come down here first because we can actually count, if you can see down there, we could count the pieces of equipment, the construction equipment. So we can count them. Here is two pieces of construction equipment. And then if we go over here, I see some traffic cones. You can count them. There's one up here, 2, 3. So we found something, 2 of something. We've found 3 of something. I'm going to travel up my driveway, see what other things that we can find and count. Here's some trees along the side of Miss Cheryl's house. I think they're probably going to be a number we already did, but we can still count them because there's always good to practice. So we have 1, 2, 3 trees on the side of Miss Cheryl's house. 1 Jeep, so we can count the Jeep. There's just one of them. But if you put the Jeep with the other cars in Miss Cheryl's driveway, we could count them, right? 1, 2, 3 cars in Miss Cheryl's driveway. Let's go up here, see if we can find some bigger numbers that we can get up to besides the lower numbers. Let's see what we got up here. Here's some steps going up to Miss Cheryl's backyard, so we can count the steps. So let's count them. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's one more down there you can't really see. 7. So we were able to count 7 of the stones going up to Miss Cheryl's yard. Up one wheelbarrow. Let's see what else we can find. Let's go around here. As you can see, you can count absolutely anything, and we are working from numbers from 1 to 10, but if you're able to count higher than 10, feel free. It's okay. It's always good practice. Here's some more stepping stones in Miss Cheryl's yard. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stepping stones in that garden. Let's see what else we got up in here. These are my flower beds. Maybe some flowers showing. Here's some flowers. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 flowers on that plant. I think there's 6 on there. Let's see what else we got. Oh, there's some flowers back here we can count. Look at those pretty flowers. We can count those. Ready? 1, 2. Oh, you know what? We can count my stones in my garden. Ready? There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's another one back here somewhere. Where is he hiding? There he is. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I thought maybe I had another one, but I don't. 9 stones in Miss Cheryl's garden. Let's see what else we got over here. Nope, no stones over there. We could just count leaves, quite frankly. It wouldn't have to be anything fancy. We could just count the leaves on a tree. Ready? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 leaves, well, a lot more than those, but at least 10 leaves on my butterfly bush. Oh, and here is a bunch of flowers too. So we can count these flowers and see if we can get to at least 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's another 10. Look down here. We got some wild strawberries. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 wild strawberries. They're not very good. Don't eat them. Birds like them though. There's tons of flowers in there. I'm not going to count all those. Oh my goodness. 1 canoe and some tires. Mr. Fracassi thinks he's got those hidden, but not really. We could count them. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then there's my wild backyard. It's kind of like overgrown. And that's about it. There's probably not much else to count back here, but we did a lot. You can count in your own, like I said, you can count in your own backyard. You can count whatever you like. You can count leaves, you can count rocks, you can count your toys. Always count, count. Practice your numbers from 1 to 10. This is Miss Cheryl. Until next time, see ya.